Hi all, thank you all so much for taking a little bit of time to learn more about the internship opportunities that the American Red Cross has to offer. My name is Erica Fuller and I am a Senior Volunteer Recruitment Specialist with the American Red Cross, and I work throughout Vermont and New Hampshire to help bring different internship and volunteer opportunities to students and the general public. Today we're going to talk about a few of our internship opportunities that we currently have, but I'm also going to talk a little bit more about the Red Cross organization so you have a little bit of background. So to start on that note, I'll talk about our mission. The mission of the American Red Cross is to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies. And we do this through the power of our volunteers and the generosity of donors. So this mission boils down into 5 different lines of service that we provide to the community. This includes our training services, where we teach life-saving skills such as CPR, first aid, and AED trainings. Biomedical services, where we help provide 40% of the nation's blood supply. Disaster services, where we are on a daily basis responding to local emergencies, the top one being home fires. Service to the armed forces, where we work with military personnel and their families to help provide emergency communications. And last but definitely not least, international services, where we work with refugee families, asylum-seeking families, and help them reconnect with their loved ones. To look at the numbers a little bit, you can see how our mission and our organization are impacting lives every day. To say it simply, every 60 seconds, we are assisting 63 people. And that just really, through each of our lines of service, they're having a daily impact. Thousands of people are being affected through our mission, and our volunteers are helping us make that impact. And I mentioned volunteers because 90% of our workforce is made up by volunteers. They are essential in obtaining our mission and getting our services out to the community. So first, we want to thank our volunteers for all that they do, but we also want to say, if you are interested, we encourage you to consider volunteering with the American Red Cross, because we could use you, and this is definitely somewhere where you could make a difference. And I mentioned volunteerism because our internship opportunities are on a volunteer basis. Our internships are, there's a few different options. So currently we have opportunities with 3 different departments that are mainly remote optional, but some of them will require you to travel to one of our main offices in either Burlington, Vermont, Concord, New Hampshire, or Portland, Maine. But to start, we have opportunities with our volunteer services team. Volunteer services is really the HR department of the American Red Cross as far as volunteers go. So it's where you go if you, as a volunteer, need support in any way, if you're not getting along with a colleague, if you're not getting along with a supervisor, we help mediate those situations. International services, this is where working with refugee families comes in. We provide a lot of casework support, and you can get involved in that through our internships. Development is our fundraising team. They are responsible for seeking out donors to help fund our different lines of business, and you can be a part of that team and participate in grant writing. So to go into that a little bit more, I'll start with volunteer services. So with volunteer services, we have a recruitment team and an engagement team, and you can come in as a recruitment internship where you would be in a lead role, helping with our recruitment tactics, building out a recruitment plan. You would help carry out recruitment activities such as presentations, online outreach, in-person outreach. You would also attend some of our volunteer opportunities to volunteer yourself, but also attend those activities to talk to folks about getting involved, understanding our volunteers and why they volunteer with the American Red Cross, and helping us capture those stories to market our volunteer opportunities to the public. We also have our engagement internship, which is kind of the beyond recruitment. So we recruit volunteers into the organization, but beyond that, we pass them to engagement, and engagement helps onboard volunteers through screening them. So we talk with every single volunteer that comes into the organization to make sure that we find a volunteer position that works for them, their skill set, their time availability, and you could be a lead to help coordinate that screening process, also help working with other screeners and training them. And then in addition to just the screening process, we have roles where you can help with volunteer appreciation and recognition. So making sure our volunteers feel thanked for the work that they're doing is essential, and it helps with retention. So you can help build out some programming there and carry out that programming as well. And those are just some of the tasks along with those internships. And of course, there'll be other tasks and other functions that come along with each of those roles. With our international services, we have a few different options, but currently our Youth Action Campaign Coordinator internship is the only one that is available for summer and fall. This is a 2-semester internship where you work a fewer number of hours over 2 semesters versus a single semester. The expectation is that you would start during summer 2020 and continue through fall 2020 till the end of your fall semester. And the reason this is because there is a important training over summer 2019 that you would need to participate in for this internship opportunity. With this opportunity, we will be sending the intern that is chosen down to Washington, D.C. this summer to participate in a training around the Youth Action Campaign, which is really focused on international humanitarian law, understanding its importance, and how it affects our daily lives. So through this experience, you would be helping us coordinate with youth in the community, getting them involved in international humanitarian law, helping them understand its impacts, and helping them choose some international humanitarian law topics to share with their communities and share with our Red Cross community. Beyond that, a couple of opportunities we'll have that will be reopened in the future are our Restoring Family Links opportunity, where you will work with refugee families, you will provide casework, and you will do outreach in the community to let folks know that we offer this service to folks that have been displaced from their families, so helping them reconnect after a crisis. And then International Humanitarian Law Coordinator, similar to the Youth Action Campaign, but different functions. So you're not working with youth in this role, but you are independently doing outreach, coordinating presentations around international humanitarian law, bringing those to the Red Cross community to educate our staff and volunteers, as well as the general public, and help making sure that those presentations happen, and also doing a little bit of public speaking yourself in that role. And then lastly, I just want to mention with our development team, we have some fundraising grant writing internship opportunities. So our fundraising grant writer role allows you to do outreach to find grants in the local community that are available, and putting together proposals for those grants to help the Red Cross try to. So it's a great experience for somebody who's looking for grant writing skills. If it's something you've never done before, it's a great way to get that base knowledge. In addition to that, there will be some reporting that you do, working with donor stewardship and thanking our donors for the contributions that they make to our organization. Additionally, we run a number of fundraising activities throughout the year, some events, and you would get to help in the planning process and execution process of those as well. So just to step back for one moment, our recruitment and engagement internship opportunities can both be done remotely. Our Youth Action Campaign Coordinator role can also be done remotely. And our fundraising grant writer position is recommended for folks who can commute to one of our offices, so that Burlington, Vermont office, Concord, New Hampshire, or Portland, Maine. We have a couple other office spaces throughout those states as well that we can talk about, but the expectation there is that you would travel to an office, and there might be a case-by-case basis where we might be able to offer that as a remote opportunity as well. Just so you're aware, on an ongoing basis, our internship opportunities are always changing. Different opportunities are opening, different ones are closing. We also, in the past and in the future, plan to have internships related to communications, um, community volunteer leaders, office administration, um, as well as disaster response. And then in general, we have ongoing volunteer opportunities in each of these fields. If you just want to volunteer your time, if you're looking for volunteer hours to meet graduation requirements, we have a lot of different ways that you can get involved, where you can be people facing the community, or you can be internal, kind of behind the scenes. It just depends on what you're interested in. So really today, I hope that you take a moment to consider volunteering with the American Red Cross as an intern or as a independent volunteer, and use it as a way to meet new people, make a difference. You know, it's a great opportunity to build your resume, network, build skills. Really, depending on what you're looking for, we can work with you to meet those goals. In our internship opportunities, we always try to build in professional development opportunities for our interns, being able to shadow professionals within the Red Cross, attend trainings, whatever it might be. We want to help you succeed, so so that you benefit as well as we are benefiting from you helping our organization. So how to get involved and find the right opportunity for you, reach out to me. Again, my name's Erica Fuller, Senior Volunteer Recruitment Specialist. You can reach me at this email, erica.fuller4@redcross.org. If you're interested in an internship opportunity, send me your resume and your cover letter for that position. If you are not quite sure, you want to talk more about it, send me an email, or you can give me a call. My phone number is here. I would love to chat about what our current opportunities are at the time that you reach out. Additionally, if you want to apply to be a volunteer on your own, redcross.org is where you should go to see what our current opportunities are. We would love to have your support. So again, reach out if you have questions. Otherwise, thank you so much and good luck with the rest of your semester.